Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. This is Michael. The sun is setting. I know it looks brighter on the camera than it does in real life, but chickens are just now going to roost. I got them put up. They've been doing okay on eggs. I haven't gotten 16 from 16 hens yet. The most I've gotten is 14, and that's only happened once. But I've been getting around 11, 12 just about every day. Every now and then I'll get an 8 or a 9 day, but most of the time it's 11 and 12. So hopefully as it warms back up, they'll get back into full laying mode. I enjoyed the swing for a little while today. I got off work about an hour early and decided I'd come home and take it easy. Wasn't planning on doing anything, but I can't sit in the house for 4 hours or in this bench I made for 4 hours. So I went inside and sat down and relaxed for a little bit. And about an hour, that was all I could stand. So I came out and got on the lawnmower. As you probably can tell, I got all around the fruit orchard cut. I got the old garden cut. A lot around the front of the mini barn where all the melon stuff was laying. The backyard behind the house where I park, and the front yard in front of the house all the way down to where Sparky's house is. So I got quite a bit cut. The only thing that's left is the bigger part of the field over there. And that usually takes about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, somewhere in there. So I've got that left to do. And I usually run around. I've got, the property line pretty much cleared most all the way around from this side all the way back down to the range. So I'll probably run through it a few times when I get through that field. It's not going to happen today. And I could finish it before it gets completely dark. But I even slid the truck bed over. I just got to pick up the hitch that's going to go on that truck. But anywho, still need to get my daughter to advertise that for me and get rid of it. And I don't remember if I showed y'all, but I did drag a lot of the pieces of metal that's really just scrap over here. And I wanted to do it under the gonna be greenhouse, because I don't care if that grass dies. I'm gonna be doing raised beds and stuff in there anyway. And I need to get rid of that metal because most of that is trash. Not all of most of it. And I got that cut, so I was just out here looking, and I got this one little patch between this metal that didn't get cut. Everything else did. So I got to get this metal moved, and I got to get that finish mower. That's actually a bush hog finish mower. I need to get it moved, get that old burn pile burned or either moved. And when I'm done moving that and get this barrel taken care of with the burn lumber and stuff in it, hook back up to the backhoe attachment and get it moved and put up so it's at least, out of the garden area. But it looks pretty good. Like I say, I've still got to do the large part of the field. I did cut in front of my son's camper over there, probably 4 passes. So it's just the wide open field that's got to be cut. The only thing that I need to go around is that telephone pole and the 2 apple trees I've got planted over there and the mulberry tree. And that furthest stump there where I cut that tree down. But either way, it doesn't take but about 30 minutes. It's usually the last thing I cut, and therefore I go the fastest over there because it's just wide open. But I took my time today. I actually took about probably an hour and 15 minutes, close to an hour and a half. But I had to fill the mower up. I had to check the oil, do all the normal stuff. And feathers are still hanging around. I don't know how well y'all can see that. But anywho, chickens are doing well. I seem to be doing okay from the stroke. I had about a week and a half, probably, of numbness and tingling on my left side. This past Sunday was probably, not this past Sunday, not Easter, the one before. It's one where I actually had numbness in the left side of my face and arm and leg and everything, but the face only lasted for a few minutes. And I just sat down in church, held the grand boys. But other than that, probably the end of the first week was the worst on the left arm and hand and left leg and foot and all. But I seem to be fine now. I didn't have any numbness and tingling yesterday, and I might have a tiny 10% today left in my left hand, but for the most part, seems like the symptoms are gone. Still have not got a word from Emory in Atlanta. I know they've gotten, we went online and got my chart set up and all that, and doctors sent all the medical information up there or to it, but I haven't gotten a call yet telling me when I'm going. It's probably going to be one of those deals where they say, hey, we want you here, you know, tomorrow or the next day or something like that. It's going to be a last minute deal. But I was walking out. We'll show y'all. The blueberry bushes are loaded. So in a week or so, a week or two, I should be picking blueberries. They're doing really good this year. I mean, they're loaded. This one has got is a little further behind than the other one. This pear tree here has got little ones all over it. It's not near as much as what I thought with the blooms we had, but the freeze came after that. And I haven't found any little pears on this tree, but there's probably some. I just haven't been able to see them. So I went around and checking the peach trees, and I've got little baby peaches, just a few on this first bush. And these two back here have got little tiny peaches on there about pea size or whatever. And then this nectarine bush has actually got some blooms on it, but no leaves. So anyway, something that I was really excited about, I want to show y'all. You know, one of the first trees I planted down here was 4 apple trees in this first row here. And 2 of the apple trees didn't make it. This one has, I thought it was going to die every year for the last couple of years, but it hadn't. But either way, it's been 5 or 6 years at least since we planted these, maybe 6 or 7. This is the first year I've seen blooms on the apple tree. So I'm hoping maybe I'll get 1 or 2 apples this year. It'd be nice. The fig tree is growing very well. The freeze did hurt it some, but it's still got a lot of new growth coming up on it. So I haven't looked for it's too early for it to have figs on it, I think, but I'm gonna probably prune that one back a little bit this year. This one here makes it every year, but it just doesn't grow near as much as the other one. So, but the fruit orchard is looking really good this year, especially the blueberry bushes. I'll probably end up with a quart of blueberries once they're full size and ready to pick. So anyway, I just want to do a quick update on me having the stroke and the chickens. They're doing well, getting the grass cut and the fruit orchard. You know, I'm still working on stuff, and of course I did finish the swing. This video will come out after Thursday, so y'all will see that video before this is where I've hung the swing and finished it. So anyway, I cranked the backhoe today. It cranks fine. Sit there and run. But either way, I've still got a lot of stuff to do. I'm trying to slow down a little bit and take it a little bit easier, at least until I get to see the specialist and he determines what's going on. My daughter, I was on the lawnmower for probably 45 minutes to an hour, and I stopped to move my truck so I could cut up there and stuff. And I checked my phone. She done tried to call me 6 times and sent me a text, and I called her And she's like, I was in the middle of texting my sister, my sister, not my daughter's sister, that lives across the road from me, and fixing to press send when you called to go check on you. So they're keeping a close eye on me. Well, like I said before, I'm daddy, so I can't blame them. But either way, I'm gonna get off here. I just want to do a quick little update. This video will probably come out Friday or Saturday. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to cut back just a little bit. And y'all, this little bug light I bought off of Amazon, which I did look at the reviews and all that. I've done cleaned it out once, and I took the little tray out the bottom so most of the bugs could fall through. But I take my air hose and blow all the fried bugs out of it. But this thing has been going for about a month now, and it's working really well, killing a lot of flying insects. So that's made a difference on the mosquitoes and stuff out here. I'm thinking of buying another one and putting it on the other side of the lean-to back there. Because I didn't show y'all that either, but I took the wire that used to run the floodlight out here and ran it down and just put a receptacle there so I could have power when I'm over here working instead of running in the barn or to the other side. But I'm going to come off of that to light switches and run up to lights, and I'm going to add another receptacle on the other side. So I've got power out here to do stuff with. But you know, a little bit at a time. The way prices are to, in these Bidenomics we got, it's tough to do a whole lot at one time anyway. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, share it when you can. I made the floodlight come on. But helps me grow the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so. It helps break that algorithm for YouTube and for Rumble, and suggest the video to more people, because people are hitting the like button. If people like it, they want other people to see it, maybe they'll like it. It helps them and it helps me grow. So I do appreciate it if y'all do that. Remember what I always tell you: Jesus loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe, be prepared.